please tell me how these 48 things are never heard by men, but are heard by women. Oh, please do go on. Hello everyone, this is ChampiMan90. Ugh! Damn it, I can't see a thing in this.
Don't be so bossy.
Also heard by guys. Stop being so bossy, please. Stop being so assertive. Stop being so aggressive. We get that too. It's just that they word it differently for guys and girls. And besides, it's a lot better than calling, a 5-year-old a bitch. Like, stop being a bitch. Stop being a horrible, controlling bitch. That's what they mean. Some girls are bossy, and they boss people around. And maybe you are the type of person that bosses people around. You know, did I ever mention that I really hate kids?
Your dad will have to chase the boys away when you're older.
It's a compliment. It means that you're a very pretty girl, although you're not a very pretty girl. Yeah, people, it's a typical feminist thing where all the people in this video are quite unattractive and are complaining about things that attractive girls get that they don't get. It's projection. It's reverse psychology. And they do this because they think you're going to grow up to be a very pretty person and that guys will like you. Although, really, I highly doubt guys will like you if you turn out to be a feminist. So, yeah. Good luck with that.
You look so pretty.
How is that sexist, exactly? Men also get complimented on their appearance. We don't get called pretty. We get called handsome. We get called, looking smart, looking trendy. But we don't get called pretty. Because, different words have different connotations with different genders. Again, I don't see how that's a problem. That's just in there because you, like typical insecure women, do not like a compliment. That's pretty much all that's in there for, because insecure women do not like being complimented whatsoever, which is so fucking stupid if you ask me.
He picks on you because he likes you.
Again, not sexist. I don't understand. Some guys like to banter, and they can and will take the piss out of someone that they like. That's what guys do. Not everyone will do that. Not every man will get with a girl by taking the piss out of them. Taking the piss in and of itself can be quite innocent. I mean, really, you're just moaning about absolutely nothing, again, as usual. Next.
You need to wax your eyebrows.
You see, they're trying to make this out that men are saying this to women, but really, men don't say that to women. Not even gay guys will say that. Women are saying that to other women. I've never been told to wax my eyebrows, yes, because for some reason nobody's ever asked me that question. I'm sure some guys have been asked that question. Although it's not really a question though, is it? It's just a thing that people say. And so what? You don't have to wax your eyebrows. You just don't listen to them. Again, I don't see how this is a problem, a slight on women. It's just a stupid thing that some woman said to another woman. So, whatever.
Don't wear that to school, you're going to distract the boys.
I highly doubt you are going to be distracting the boys, girl. But again, it's a kind of a compliment because they're saying, one, you're good looking, but on the other, they're just saying, watch out, some guys are pervy, so don't wear that. Also, it's just your parents being control freaks, as parents are. They just don't want you dressing like that because you're, in their eyes, they're little kids still. But, to be honest, I think with you, it's because you look a bit, fat. So, it might just be like, whoa, man, the harpoons! Kind of distractions, rather than, check the base on that, girl. But, I'm just saying.
Oh, you like video games? The boys must love that.
Nothing wrong with that, because girls don't tend to be open with liking video games, nor do they consider themselves gamers. So when a girl does consider themselves a gamer, it's great, it's fantastic. Guys love that shit. They shower gifts and praise upon girls. More girls in gaming spaces means happy straight guys. I, for one, am one of those happy straight guys, definitely. Again, nothing wrong with that. It is a truth. The boys will love it. I want a girl who I can play video games with. I want that girl where I can just, rather than just go out, in the rain, I can just sit down and play some video games with her and talk about console peasants and how they're shit. Especially if they too have like PC games, because then I could just go play Left 4 Dead with them or something, or whatever multiplayer games I may have. It'd be fantastic. I'd love a girl like that.
Don't be a slut.
Men also get that too if their antics go too far. I have known many men who have had bad reputations for being manslags, okay? Men get this too. If you're told, don't be a slut, don't be a slut. Because you're probably being a slut. You know, people can tell you that for myriad of different reasons. Maybe you're fucking too many guys and not getting yourself tested and you may have an STD. And if you do find out you have an STD, what's the word of advice? Don't be a slut. And if you've cheated on someone, doesn't matter who, I don't care. I don't judge on gender. I don't care about sexuality. If you cheated on your partner, don't be a fucking slut when you wonder why people don't like you for that. It's that simple, people. It's sound advice, blunt advice, but advice nonetheless. Not sexist. Next.
No guy wants to have sex with a virgin.
Said nobody ever. No man cares if you're a virgin or not. I mean, personally, in my opinion, it does help if you're honest if you're a virgin or not, because that way the sex is not as awkward. We can, help the experience be as pleasant and as awkwardness free as possible. And again, I would much prefer an experienced person, or a little bit experienced person, someone who's not having the first time, because then they know what they're doing. But again, I'm not against the idea of having sex with a virgin. I don't think any man is. I mean, why else do you think that ISIS is promising 72 virgins to all their warriors when they die in combat and when they blow themselves up? Are you sure no man wants to have sex with a virgin? Virgins are prized for a reason in the Abrahamic religions. They are prized. Jesus Christ, it's not rocket science. You're going against the very grain of reality here, mate. But never mind. You're insecure. You think no guy wants to fuck you because you're a virgin. Maybe it's because you're a feminist bitch, but I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
How much did you have to drink that night?
A question that is asked to everyone. How much did you have to drink last night? My mum has asked me that so many times. And my dad has also asked me that so many times. It's an important question. If you woke up somewhere in like an alley or somebody's house and you didn't know how you got there, the logical question to ask is, how much did you have to drink last night? Again, this is a very important question that could help explain shit, It's not a sexist, horrible question that only women get asked. Men also are asked that question. Specifically when guys like Paul Nungesser are accused of rape on the basis of, sex, drunken sex. I know that his may not have been drunken sex. I can't exactly remember the circumstances. But the fact remains that a man is also asked how much did you have to drink last night when he is accused of having drunken rapey sex. Or he's accused of raping a drunk girl. Girls are never asked that if they're raping a guy because, hey, he just wanted it. He had an erection. He wanted it. He was turned on.
Well, what were you wearing that night?
A relatively harmless question that men have also been asked. So, really, I know what you're going for. You're going for the rape angle there. You're going for the sexist thing like, oh, victim blaming. No, it's not. Please. Next.
Why are you getting so emotional?
I've also been asked that question. Other men have been asked that question when they get emotional and they're asked why they're getting too emotional. It's a thing that people ask. It's an annoying question that everyone has been told. It's not just a woman-only issue. God, the narcissism and selfishness in this video is astounding. That they assume that all these things happen to women only, when only 1 or 2 don't happen to women. I'm sure there's probably more. There's 48 of them. And it's all the ones that women do to other women. Because the women don't do that to men. But never mind.
Stop being such an attention whore.
Sound advice. If you don't want people giving you unnecessary attention because of your antics, stop being an attention whore. Look what's happened to Jenny McDermott for an example. So yeah, stop being an attention whore. Men are also attention whores. Whores can be guys. Different name for a man whore, but nonetheless, men can be whores. Men can be attention whores. Just go look at Encyclopedia Dramatica. They have a list of male attention whores. The list is endless. Famous ones. Big ones, in fact. And they get the exact same treatment as a woman who is an attention whore would get.
Don't be so bitchy.
They're also called bitches. Women are also bitches. Therefore, stop being bitchy is a nice thing to say to these people. Stop being bitchy. I've been told to stop being bitchy. So, please, stop being such a narcissist. There. Try and spin that one's SJWs.
Stop being so dramatic.
Simply means stop overreacting. Men are also told to stop being dramatic. Drama queens are genderless. Okay? Genderless. Stop being dramatic. Like in this fucking video, you are being dramatic by saying that all these things are never said to men, they're only said to women, when most of them, 90% are said to men, worded differently, but the meaning is still the same.
It must be that time of the month.
What's absurd about this? I've even heard period jokes happen to men. Seriously, I have heard men be the subject of period jokes. Oh, what is it? Is it your time of the month? Lol. Seriously, I have. Yeah, it's mostly said to women because women are moody, stereotypically, on the periods, and they're not very nice to deal with when they're on the periods. Of course, it's different for every woman. We know that. But the stereotype remains. Again, said to men, but in different contexts. Although that said, maybe it is the same context, but the context is that it's ironic that he's acting so moody to the point where it looks like he's on his period. I don't know. Whatever, you know what I mean, people.
You would be really pretty if you just made an effort.
I've been told that I'd look good if I made an effort. Seriously. Everyone is told if they made the effort, they look good. That is actually told to everyone. Everyone. And it's true. Next.
You'd be much prettier if you smiled.
To men as well. Nothing else to say.
You're so exotic. Where are you from?
Bitch, please. You know as well as I do that a lot of people who aren't white are going to be told that. Hell, white people are going to be told that in countries where they're the minority. And that's said to both men and women. I have been told that once in my life. Just once I was told that I'm a bit exotic. I wouldn't mind being called exotic. That means I must be hot. To them, maybe. I don't know. But it's really meant to be a compliment. It's not meant to be a racist, sexist comment to you. It's said to men as well. Because people like things that are a little bit different to what they're used to. So, yeah, whatever.
Nice rack.
So, whatever. It's a compliment. Deal with it.
I was just trying to give you a compliment.
Well, yeah, they were. But because you're such a bitch, they've now retorted to you. I'm just trying to give you a compliment. I don't know why you're so insulted. Because that's what they're trying to do. And men get that too. If men are nasty to someone who's complimenting them, someone will also say, I was just trying to compliment you. I used to do that when I was very insecure about myself. People would go, I'm only trying to give you a compliment. It happens to everyone. Everyone. God, this is so narcissistic.
You don't want to go out with me? You're ugly anyway.
I'd like to know how that is only said to women. Because I can guarantee you, and it is a fact, that women handle rejection worse than men. And I do know for a fact that men have had that too. When they reject a woman and they go, oh well, you're ugly anyway. I don't care. You'd have to be an utter cunt to say that to someone after being rejected. You could just move on with your life and try and find someone else, or just enjoy the night with your friends, or you could be a cunt. There are several choices there, and every gender has had that response. That is bullshit, and you know it.
Is that all you're going to eat?
It's only said because the person knows that you're going to eat some of his stuff as well, and he's going to have to pay for the meal. And again, I've been told that. Is that all you're going to eat? I mean, there is the thing that Goodfella said, but there's also the, really? Is that all you're going to eat? That's not a lot on your plate, and you've not eaten an awful lot on that plate. But never mind, that's a stupid nitpicking thing. So stupid.
You eat a lot for a girl. You drink whiskey?
You like football?
Fuck off! Fucking hell, you girls just are fucking annoying. All the things I've been asked by guys. To guys and girls, to guys and girls, to girls. These are all genderless. Fucking hell. You drink whiskey? How is... What? I've been asked, do you drink whiskey? I say no, I can't handle it. There, done. It's just a question. What the fuck? What?
Your drive is kind of intimidating.
Same thing as feminists calling men aggressive because they're always successful. Next.
What war on reproductive rights?
There are people who are anti-abortion. So fucking what? That doesn't make it a war. I don't have any reproductive rights whatsoever. I literally cannot choose to not be a father. I have to be the father whether I like it or not. I have very limited contraception. And if I choose not to be a father, if I choose not to pay child support because I don't want to be the father in the first place, I will be sent to prison. You will not. You, if you don't want to take the abortion, can put up the kid for adoption. And that will be a kid on the state. It will be a burden. And most likely will suffer quite a hard life and be victims of crime or end up in crime. Or you can have an abortion. You can take the pill, have a condom. All these things. I can't do that. And apparently there's a war on reproductive rights. There's certainly war on men's reproductive rights.
Can women have it all?
No one's ever asked that in the history of ever.
Are you like a feminist?
Well, actually, we're the ones who are asked that question a lot because we're men. Because you need to know who is the ideological ally in the room. And in case, if I'm not a feminist, you can then shame me for not being one and also block me as well, yeah? Because you need your echo chambers, don't you? And if that has been asked to only women, which is bullshit because they're not always asked to women at all. I have been asked if I'm a feminist, and I say no. So what? Maybe this guy needs to know, because he doesn't know if you're going to react in the way he says a joke, and you go, take this, or whatever. Or maybe he needs to know who he can and cannot date, or who he cannot be friends with. Just wondering. But I'm asked it, you're asked it, loads of guys and girls are asked it. It's another useless thing that has been said to everyone.
Oh, you travel alone? Is that like an eat, pray, love thing?
Eat, pray, love is a woman thing, not a man thing. Even then, I don't know. A good fella knows more about it than I do, but still it's a bullshit thing. Men travel too. Men get asked about travelling a lot, so whatever.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Men can't be bridesmaids. That kind of defeats the object of that. Whatever. You never get married. That's your problem. Not mine.
You don't want kids? Aren't you worried you won't be fulfilled?
Get that question too. Top Hats and Champagne did a video about living a child-free life and how it's not as bad as people say it is. Even guys find it odd that other guys don't have kids or do not want to have kids. My dad laughs at me when I say I don't want kids. He's like, I was like you. At your age, not wanting to have kids or getting married, but I did. But I'm not like him. I'm not going to get married or have kids because that's my choice. Literally, I will make it so because that's my life. He decided to change his life experience or whatever. He decided, you know what, yeah, I would like to have kids. Because technically I was an accident. But, yeah, oh well. Oh well.
Your biological clock is ticking.
Yeah, you're going to die. So what? I've been told I'm going to die. We all know we're going to die, love. Join the back of the queue.
You're not taking your husband's last name?
I don't see how that is like asked to women and not men. Because sometimes a man might be asked, why is your wife not changing to your name? It's a tradition that women traditionally change their names. Because let's be honest, in this day and age, that's all a man's ever going to get from marriage, you know. Let's be honest. And you don't even have to do that. You don't have to do it. Technically, you've never had to do it, really. But people do it anyway, because it's a tradition, and you don't have to fulfill that tradition. I mean, it's like what Justin Trudeau says. It's 2015, eh?
You don't even look like you had a baby.
It's a compliment. That means you look nice. You look fit and healthy and not fat like some girls look like after they've had babies, because they can't be asked to lose the pounds after they've had a baby. Look at J-Lo. J-Lo looks fucking hot for her age, considering she's had like 2-3 kids. I don't know how many kids she's had, but she's had a lot of kids, and she looks damn fine, because she took the effort to make herself look as hot as she possibly could. I mean, to be fit as well, but hot as well. Yeah, that's byproduct of each other. Doesn't matter. But she made the effort, and most women don't. And that's where that saying comes from. Yes, this can only be said to women because men can't bear birth. But that's besides the point.
Are you planning on working after the baby's born?
A perfectly straightforward and simple question. Are you going to work after the pregnancy? You're being sexist here as well, because you're forgetting that men can also drop out of work and be full-time parents now. That's sexist, because you're implying that men cannot be stay-at-home parents. Men do get asked this question now, quite a lot in fact, because remember, there's also paternal leave. Will the man be taking his paternity leave or not? Will the woman be taking maternity leave? Or will she be, not going to work for a bit and take a break or become a full-time mum? You don't know. That's a perfectly simple question. It's not sexist. And it's also asked to guys.
You'd be so bored at home.
But what if they know that you're not the type of person to be a stay-at-home parent and saying, but you'd be bored at home? That could be said to anyone, not just women.
You're going to let someone else raise your kids when you go back to work?
That is asked to men too. Are you going to have a babysitter? Or are you going to give your baby to a nursery while you work? That is a simple question that is harmless and can be asked to anyone. Jesus Christ, do you even live life?
Does your husband mind that you make more money than him?
Heard anybody say that? Whatever, sounds like a straw man to me. A lot of this shit doesn't actually exist anyway. It's just all in these feminists' heads.
Your husband cooks dinner? You really have him well trained.
I've never heard that question, but that sounds bloody sexist in my eyes. You better be bloody careful what you say about men, because that's sexist. Oh wait, you can say whatever you want because you're all feminists, so who cares? It's funny how you make that try and sound sexist to women, but actually it's sexist to the man. Because that implies that men are animals to be trained, and that is not nice at all. Is it?
You're dating a younger man? You're such a cougar.
That's a compliment. Women always get praised for going out with the younger men. Yet when an older man gets with a younger woman, oh my god, you're a creep. You're horrible. You're just using this girl because you're an evil, disgusting, paedophilic guy. Hell, even 2 years younger, you can get that. It's happened. What is wrong with having a partner who is legal, of age, 18 or whatever, and you're like, what, 28 or 38, hell, even 48 or 58, doesn't matter, and you're older? What is wrong with that? If they're two consenting adults, why is that creepy? How is it creepy? Exactly. As far as I'm aware, they're just a couple that likes each other, and we should not judge. I thought we're not supposed to judge people and not care about what happens in other people's bedrooms and private lives. But because you're all judgmental, horrible people, that is what happens. And it certainly never happens to women because, like I said, oh, you're such a cougar. It's meant to be a compliment. But of course, compliments are insults. Compliments are rape.
He traded her in for a younger model.
That can also apply to men, by the way. Oh, look. She dumped him and now she's got a younger man. She's such a cougar. That guy's lost his prime. Oh dear, past it, completely past it. So, also, I guess that saying is also said by jealous women about younger women. Maybe. I've never heard the man say that.
You should feel grateful you were catcalled.
Nobody has ever said that ever. And if they have said it, I'd like evidence, because I assume it's just some idiot. I have heard something like that from a feminist who's getting a bit on in years. I mean, she's not actually that old, but to her, she's like, so crumbly old. And that woman is none other than our favourite Jessica Valenti, where she literally opines for the return of catcalling in her life, because basically she's done 2 articles, right? She did one saying, we must ban this, we must stop this evil problem destroying women's lives everywhere. And then she laments and pines, oh, it's not the same without people catcalling me. It must be because I'm old and decrepit and not as hot as I used to be. You can't have it both ways, girls. Please. What's it gonna be? You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Do you feel fulfilled that you were just a stay-at-home mom?
Asked by feminists to other women. And again, you're using words that means that it can't possibly be asked to a man, because a man can't be a mum. He can only be a dad. And that's asked by feminists to other women and feminists who stayed at home. Because feminists do not like stay-at-home mums. They have shamed women out of being stay-at-home mums because apparently that's a patriarchal thing. It's an oppressive thing. You know, it's not. It's just a lifestyle choice. That's not men's fault. That's your fault.
Isn't that outfit a little young for you?
Men have also been asked that question. Men too can wear outfits that may not really fit them because they look a bit too old for it. Look, would I really suit being in a sky blue jumper or t-shirt made for kids? No, I would not. Just like how you would not look good in a skimpy outfit showing all your wrinkles. Sorry, that's just the way life is.
You still wear makeup. How adorable.
Asked by women to other women, and that's got nothing to do with me because whatever. I don't wear makeup. Most men don't wear makeup. That is so stupid. That is so dumb. Like, why is that here?
You must have been beautiful when you were younger.
Also, as to men, you do realise men's looks fade too, but not as badly as women's. Hey, I'm paraphrasing Bette Davis there. Even she said men age better than women. Women just have makeup. But so what? So what if they asked you that? That happens to men too. I bet some woman flirting to an older man said, I bet you were handsome when you were younger. And I bet you'd be like, I'm handsome now, am I not? I know it didn't sound very charming or anything, but whatever. The fact remains is that ageist shit is going to happen to anyone. And there we have it, people. 48 dumb questions that are apparently sexist and never asked to men, when most of it is asked to men, but worded differently or have different contexts. And a lot of it is actually by women to women, not men to women, which they're trying to imply. It's amazing how these feminists just don't know how life works. I mean, some of these are like nearly 80, and they just don't appear to have lived, really. So anyway, that's it for now. See you later.